Hi, my name is Sarah and today I'm going to be watching Getting Closer by 17. I already know the song and the video, so this is not a first reaction or a first watch or whatever. Nobody be confused about that. That's why my title says reaction, because it is a reaction, but it's not my first reaction. Just want to put that out there. This is the first video of a new series, quote unquote, where I'll be watching videos that I already know, because I realized, especially for 17, I stan 17, they're one of my two old groups, so I've seen, I think, every video that they have, but I only have, I think, 3 or 4 reaction videos on my channel, because when I started my channel, I had already seen all of their other videos. But just because I've seen them doesn't mean that people wouldn't maybe enjoy me watching them or reacting to them and telling you what I like about them or don't like about them. Plus, me not having a lot of 17 reactions on my channel may seem like I don't like them when actually they are my everything. If you liked this video at the end of it, please don't forget to leave a like and maybe consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you want to, all of those things. And also check out my Patreon, the link is in the description. My biases in 17 are Mingyu, Hoshi, S-Scoops and Seungkwan, and then my bias wrecker is the 8. But honestly, all of them are my bias wrecker. I think any CARAT can agree with that. There is no one bias or bias wrecker in 17. If you only have one bias and one bias wrecker in 17, how? Please explain. Thank you. Let's watch Getting Closer. Oh, I love this video. Oh, it's so good. And I love watching reactions to it too. This was one of the first videos I saw by them. Oh, I love this video. This is just me gonna be lip syncing the whole time. I wish I already stan them back then. This must have been, I don't even know. I love Wonho's hair in this video. Oh my god. I can't imagine if you stan 17 back then, what this must have been like. Oh. So cool. The choreo, their wardrobe too, they just look, oh my god, Joshua, stop it. They just look so fucking cool. June, his hair, I love this section. Still giving me goosebumps. I don't know how many times I've heard this song and I still get goosebumps. Oh my god. Mingyu, stop. Wonho, stop. I always thought that this is Seungkwan singing. Okay, wait, I'll finish later. Oh, how fucking amazing is this video? Okay, I always thought that Seungkwan was the one singing that last note at the end, or maybe DK, but I always thought it was definitely not Jonghan. But then I was like, well, but they wouldn't show Jonghan if it's not him singing. But then I watched another one of their videos where I know for a fact that someone else is singing, but someone else is lip syncing to it. So then I thought of this video and I was like, oh, so Jonghan isn't the one singing. I mean, I think. Actually, let me see. I mean, I have to read the lyrics anyways. This series is really just going to be me dancing in my seat because, I don't know, I don't have much to say during the reaction to the video because I've already seen it. But afterwards, hopefully, it'll be interesting. I don't know. Yeah, so it's DK also. It's Jonghan and DK singing together. And then this one is Seungkwan. Okay. I read through the lyrics. Honestly, today, I already filmed my Eyes One reaction. And today, my brain is not working how I want it to. I'm reading lyrics and I don't get anything out of them. Like, I don't even know what I read afterwards. So it's something about a relationship kind of like not being as they wanted, I think. Obviously, the video is amazing. Crazy. According to this playlist, the video before Getting Closer was Oh My. I was literally going to use Oh My as an example. If one of you stan 17 back in December 2018. Let me know how it felt that the video that came out after Oh My was this one, because I can't imagine how it must have felt, because this is like the darkest video they had done to this point, in my opinion. Like, I mean, Trauma is kind of maybe-ish. Home was after, Fear was after. Boom Boom, I feel like is more fun and cool, but this one is like badass cool. Dark, cool. I don't know if that makes sense. I wonder what it must have been like when you watched this back when it first came out, like crazy. Obviously, the whole video is based around time. We see a lot of clocks in the whole video. I don't know why necessarily. I don't really think I understand a story in this video, but I don't know if there is one. If there is, then I suck at understanding stories in videos, so I'm just here to point out the technical things. The concept of this video is really cool because I don't know how you would describe a video like this. I don't know what you would describe the aesthetic and how you would pitch a video that looks like this, because it's very clean and very not electronic, but very not natural and organic, but the opposite, like mechanical looking, kind of. Everything's very I don't know. See, I don't know how to explain what this video feels and looks like to me. The colors and everything is just, everything is so distant and like cold. Everything feels so detached. I don't know if that makes any sense to anyone. The video is kind of minimalistic. Like, there's not too much going on. There's like some furniture and then the clocks and the flowers, like all the set dressing that we see. So it's very clean. That's what I'm talking about with the cleanliness. The lighting is cool. The colors are great. They're styling out of this world. I love Wonu's hair. This reminds me a lot of Thanks. This also kind of reminds me a little bit of Home, actually. So far, it seems like, except for the dancing scenes, everything else, I think, so far that we've seen has been shot in the same set. Because obviously the beginning here is, you can see the sofa and the glass leg of something. Here you can already see the shelf in the back and all of the clocks that are taken out of it. And then we go to Mingyu, the table and the couch, and this thing again. That's the same as in the very beginning. And then later, Wonu and DK are in this hallway, or in this one. And then Vernon and June are also in that same hallway. So far, everything was shot in the same location, which is really cool because it doesn't feel that way, at least to me. When I watched this, we are 26 seconds into the video. I feel like I've already seen like so many different things, but it's 2 sets so far. That's really great because obviously it shows that you can make a location look very different just based on lighting, because obviously they moved the clocks around in the beginning here and they added fire, but otherwise between Mingyu here and then DK and Wonu and those two here, it's just the lighting that changes, which is really amazing. Even this, again, shot in front of in the same room, in front of those clocks in the background, The lighting is the only difference. It's really cool. I never even noticed that. They added just some smoke so you could see the light streaks. Hoshi is killing me. This, again, is the same room, we can tell, because of the scratches on the floor. This is, again, the same room as where they all dance, just a different angle. I also love this because they're wearing black, which in front of a black background is not really necessarily the smartest idea, especially because they don't have any backlight. So there's no light that's coming from behind them to like really show their bodies. But I think the fact that most of them are wearing leather or something that's kind of reflective helps to show them a little bit more. And I think the scene with Wano here with on the table with the cube is this location here where they're dancing. Oh yeah, we see it here. So I think this whole video is only 3 locations, which is crazy. Also, this set dressing here is really interesting because it doesn't look like a real room. Like a real room, I don't think would be set up in this way. And the lighting is super interesting because of all of the shapes. Like it looks really random. We have lighting coming from up here, then we have this one light randomly being on there. Then we have this light coming from here, which is also lighting up this side, and then we have another one back here. Like it's really kind of, there's no order, like there's no reason. This one, I guess, to light up the 2 lying down here, but why is this one on but these ones aren't on? And then why is this one coming from back here? You know, like there's no obvious reason. It looks very random, but it makes it look interesting. Joshua's styling also, oh my god, just the styling in this video in general, they look so good. I don't know what this is about either, why they're just sitting weirdly on the floor. Again, this is the same location. It looks smaller. I think these are the 2 hallways that we saw before, but they look very small. But I think that's because they're actually standing pretty far away from this back wall. And the camera just makes it look like it's closer. I'm not sure. And then literally fire. There's literal fire in the hallways. Like, how cool is that? Also, I feel like they added a sharpening effect to this shot. Because if you can see here, like there's like this trace going around all of them everywhere, like the hair here and then his arm. That to me seems either like some kind of effect, like chrome kind of effect, or a sharpening filter that's really working very hard to make it look sharp. But it doesn't look like anything's out of focus anyways, because a sharpening filter can put things in focus that are not in focus. I'll try to put a sharpening filter on it to show how that doesn't work. I did just want to quickly point out how you can maybe see how the sharpening filter that I'm using here is adding this outline to my finger that wasn't there before, and how that it's actually called this is my editing software, yay, color emboss. How that does add this outline to my hand as well. Obviously it's a little bit different from this one. This one is not as strong and it's a little softer than this one, but just so you can see what I was talking about. Yeah, this is again the same location, just different lighting. Now we have everything like red lighting coming from 2 sides. I never noticed that they only have 3 different locations in this video. Okay, so now this might be a new location because this kind of looks like he's sitting on the table. I always thought this was a stage. I always thought he was sitting at the edge of a stage, and these things are like the lights that are pointing towards the stage, but he's just sitting on that table that we saw before. This table. He's just sitting on there. My god, I'm noticing so many things. I'm surprised. I thought it had nothing to talk about. Yeah, so he's sitting on the table. Again, the only difference is the light. This fucking my favorite shot ever. The choreography is so cool. Hoshi, a genius. This is again the same location as where everyone's dancing, just the camera angle is way different. Also, they have some like smoke fog in the background, and the lighting behaves differently. It's yellow and other different lights are on, things like that. I love this look on Joshua. I don't know. He looks so good. Plus, I think the location with Joshua where there's the curtains everywhere could very easily be the same location as this one where they are all dancing, because you could easily just build some walls and like hang up curtains and that's it. The only thing is that obviously the lights on the ceiling are not there, but either they, you could take them down or put a fake ceiling. I don't know. It could be the same location as well, but it's like a different set was built for that, so I'm counting it as a separate set. but it could be in the same space. Obviously, this is amazing because they changed the lighting again. This lighting is so pretty. Also, so this is pretty much the opposite of what we saw before. This is, again, they're wearing black against a black background, so they're always getting lost. But then they have the two backlights that I said before they didn't have. So now they are only having backlights, and then we see what they're doing because we see the silhouettes, basically. This is the same table as we saw before. Also, I only noticed this during editing, but since I earlier brought up Oh My, this shot is pretty clearly a reference to this shot in Oh My. I wonder if there are more references in Getting Closer to Oh My or even to other videos. This is the only one I noticed for now, but I'll definitely look into that when I watch Oh My. And now here we have both of those lighting setups combined. So the first one was only the light from the top, and then this setup is only the backlighting on them, which gives them these like the side lighting basically. And then here when we zoom out, I think that's a zoom, I don't think that's a cut, is it? No, that is a cut. Here is a cut right here. I thought it was one shot, but it's a cut. And then here we combine both of them where we have, and we like alternate between the two, where we have the lighting on the top and the backlighting. So now you can really very clearly see what they're doing because they're sparkling with all their leather and they're white. So the wardrobe was also very smart because all of them have something that reflects the light so they don't get lost pretty much in that background. I mean, everything in this video is just so well done. This shot is so pretty. But again, the same space. Everything is so well done. The lighting, the colors, the sets, the wardrobe, obviously the choreography and the song, the editing, everything is just so well done and thought out. It's amazing. Whoever directed this was very creative and very smart with their camera angles and with their lighting setups, with the wardrobe. Everything was like thought out so well. And a video like this looks so expensive, but then when you think about only 2 or 3 locations or sets, which is not that hard to do, and it's not that expensive if you're just being smart with your resources and like lighting and camera angles. So this is great. Like the video looks so expensive and so impressive, but when you really look at it from like a technical standpoint, it's way less complicated than it looks. It's just someone being very smart with lighting, mostly lighting. Here everything's orange. Then here it's the same space, but everything is blue and green. Then here again, the same space, it's red and whatever, beige color-ish. Here, purely green. Here, purple and blue. It's all the same space, all the same set. And then here, very cool tones. The only thing that's changing in these shots is the lighting and the camera angles, and that's it. So it's just so smart and so resourceful, and I love it. And I love 17. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I do want to keep doing videos where I watch videos that I already know. That means my reaction to them isn't as exciting because obviously I know them, but just like now, I actually noticed so many more things about the video than I thought there were. Let me know what other video by 17 you want me to watch and go over next. I know every other video by them, I think. A huge thank you to all of my patrons, especially Isabel, Pineapple Senpai, and Hey Ho J Ho for supporting me. If you want to check out what I'm doing on my Patreon, the link is in the description. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye!